Tonight, the White House releasing this dramatic video of the U.S. blowing up a boat in the southern Caribbean. President Trump says it was carrying drugs from Venezuela.
We attacked a Venezuelan ship.
Yeah, you want to hear
coming
Trump,
out of Venezuela. This ship, by the way, 1,000 miles from the United States of America. Did you see the ship?
Yeah, it looked like a speedboat, but also notoriously, drug smugglers usually operate in pairs so they can put more weight on the boat of drugs. So you're telling me they had 11 guys on this boat and what? Like a gram of cocaine or something? Like
they were going to a bachelor party.
Yeah, they were just trying
in
to
Mexico
party.
City, man. That was it. That's all the drugs they had. One bachelor party's worth.
And yet the size of the boat, the whole deal is wild.
I think he wanted this to be a much bigger deal than it was. I think it kind of. I think it is a big deal because it opens extrajudicial killing and everything like that. But the way he talked about it, he thought it was going to take Epstein right out of the headlines.
Yeah. Well, you know,
no dice.
People at sea, pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But not a big a deal is in the same kind of watery region, there was an island that he used to go to. So we got to remember that.
Maybe he was afraid they were on their way to that island. They were going to find the secret list, the real list.
Yeah. There were 11 Venezuelan investigators who were going to fucking get to the bottom of this shit finally.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Oh, Travis, you're right. Maduro, the president of Venezuela, the legally elected president of Venezuela, who Donald Trump wants to overthrow, was sending investigators to get the real Epstein list.
When you come out and when you leave the room, you'll see that we just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat.
They were vaporized at sea. Who knows who these people were? There's no way to know.
I mean, that's, look, Trump, his issue with Venezuela is not the socialism, it's the oil. And I think we have a clip of him making that very clear, that he wants the damn oil.
How about we're buying oil from Venezuela? When I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right next door.
Oh, shit.
Wants the oil.
Oh, yeah, baby.
He's after that oil. And the only reason earlier in the episode that I said that Maduro, democratically elected, because it's got, he wants him out. In fact, he promoted a government in exile, some guy that he claimed was the real president of Venezuela, and he wanted to have a coup against him, which just reminded me of Mossadegh and Iran, the democratically elected president of Iran, who was going to nationalize the oil fields and give the oil profits to the people of Iran because it's their oil. Oil takes 250 million years to make. It's miles below the earth. Dave, who bought the dirt up there, doesn't get to own all the oil. That is the product. That is the property of the people of the country. I truly believe that.
No, I couldn't agree more. Well, I mean, that's the biggest reason why. I mean, they democratically elected. Is he a communist or is he just far left socialist? I can't remember how he identifies.
And he's not a great guy. I'm not saying Maduro's a great guy. He's a strong man. Like
again, and again, he was going to nationalize the oil, and that's the biggest thing that whenever far right-wing people bring up Venezuela, I'm like, we have embargoes on them. A lot of the reasons their people are starving and a lot of horrible shit is happening there is because we won't let any imports come into their country. And their biggest export is our favorite thing. Our favorite fucking thing.
Yeah. And just to speak to the disingenuousness of right-wingers and their arguments, they're like, oh, socialism works real well. Look how it's working with Venezuela. I'm like, the country that we are doing everything we can to destroy their economy, the most powerful country in the world, is putting a boot on their neck economically. That country, I imagine they're doing pretty poorly.
That's the biggest fucking argument I always have against people who are super, super pro-capitalism. And again, they say that stuff about socialism. I'm like, well, then how come every time, especially in South America specifically, they elect a socialist leader democratically, the CIA all of a sudden has a lot of interest in the rebels. And all of a sudden they start funneling a lot of money to those rebels. It's like, if socialism is, and communism specifically, is so bad, then why don't you just let it fail on its own? Why don't you just, let it collapse like you claim it will and know that it will? Instead, they have to keep getting involved to prove capitalism is the best. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe it's not.